Peter's zeal. We all know about Peter, right? He was that flamboyant, extrovertish, put your foot in the mouth type of guy. He was the type of guy that was always, you never had to wonder what Peter thought because he always would tell you what he was thinking about. Peter was zealous for the Lord. Jesus one day made some statements and he said, who do men say that I am? And it was Peter that piped right up and said, thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God. It was another day in which Jesus told people, except you eat my body and drink my blood, you have none of me. And all these people left him, and he looked at his men, he said, will you also go? It was Peter that said, to whom shall we go? That was the words of life. It was Peter that was invited up to the Mount of Transfiguration where Jesus changed in his image and became white and shining and glowing. And here's Moses and Elijah. Well, two prophets from the old. And Peter, James, and John got to see that. As Peter said, hey, let me build three tabernacles. No, we don't need to do that, Peter. Thank you, though. It was Peter that when Jesus came walking out on the water in the Sea of Galilee, he's the one that said, hey, bid me. I want to do that. Let me walk out on the water. And Jesus said, come on. And he took a step, and he's all excited until the storm kicked up again, and he started to sink. Jesus grabbed him and took him back to the boat. That's Peter. Zealous. It was Peter that when Jesus kept telling him, I'm going to die, I'm going to be arrested, I'm going to die, I'm going to be crucified. And Peter said, no, that's not going to happen. Not on my watch. He felt like he had to protect Jesus. And Jesus had to make a statement that maybe Peter didn't understand. He said, get thee behind me, Satan. Because Peter was listening to the devil that day. Because the devil didn't want Jesus to go to the cross. And so it was Peter. It was Peter that whenever they came to arrest Jesus, took out his sword, and he's going to fight for Jesus. And he starts swinging it. Next thing you know, an ear is chopped off. That's Peter. That's Peter. Zealous, bold, brave, loyal, right-hand man of Jesus, one of the closest, Peter, James, John, one of the closest to Jesus. But Peter, that day, right after he cut off the ear, later on that night, he messed up.